Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your hostess, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So I have this clip, shout out to JR Wisdom, but I wanted to share this, and no shade to the brother, not necessarily his commentary, but I wanted to talk about what was being said by these ladies. So take a listen.
I'm getting on here to just share my thoughts about being 30-something and not having a boyfriend, not having kids, and not being married. I have been so sad. I've been so depressed because I thought that I would have a family by now. I thought that I would at least be engaged or in a relationship at the minimum, and I'm not. And I'm getting older and I'm getting scared. Am I gonna be on here one day coming to terms that I'm just gonna be single? Like, it doesn't even sound right. I feel like I'm in such denial sometimes. Like, no, there's no way that I'm not gonna be a wife. There's no way I'm not gonna be a mom. And I'm like, am I being delusional, or am I just having faith, or am I crazy? Each day I struggle with this so much, and I just don't know what to tell myself. Do I tell myself, don't worry, you'll be fine, like you're gonna find somebody tomorrow or next year and be able to have kids before it's too late? Or do I tell myself, maybe you should figure out how to live life as a single woman and be happy? I don't know. That's all I have for today.
I've been seeing some videos on my For You page, and I think that it is finally time to discuss the female loneliness epidemic. Because I know the men have had their own thing, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not a man, right? But I will say that the men are more built for it than us. We are not built for this, ladies. We don't know how to be alone. These men have been bottling up their emotions and not sharing them with anybody since they were 6, 7, 8 years old. Some of us have never done that. We've always had someone to talk to, a friend, a family member, a significant other, something. And it seems like in 2025, the girls are running out of options because the dating market is terrible. Y'all are literally making fun of girls that are in happy, healthy relationships, saying that having a boyfriend is embarrassing, miserables. And y'all also don't have any friends, because anytime somebody reposts something that you disagree with, oh, that's how you feel about immigration policy, you're not my friend anymore. Now y'all don't have any friends. Like, it's not going to end well if your requirement for somebody to have a relationship with you is that they have to be on the exact same page with you 100% of the time. No one is. We are all people with our own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and ideas. And if you don't respect that in another person, then of course you're going to be by yourself.
And as far as making fun,
And it's pretty much factual. As for the first lady that was on here, I don't, we obviously, we don't know this lady. She's a cute young lady, and she is worried that she won't be able to be a wife and a mother. You're gonna have to thank your predecessors for strong and independent. We don't need no man. You're gonna have to thank them for that. They set you up. They set a lot of y'all up. They set all y'all up, really, for this outcome. That even if you were willing to be a wife and a mother, many of you just don't know how. The strong, independent, I don't need no man, feminist, liberal mindset really is one that is a ruination for every part of your life. Because the second lady really spoke to it. Even outside of romantic relationships, or whether or not you can make those work, she spoke to something else. A lot of women can't really handle or have meaningful romantic relationships with men. But then they also cut their social circles because, and she said an example, oh, this is how you feel about such and such. Oh, well, you not my friend no more. Because in this society that has cultivated such selfishness, short-sightedness, and the inability to relate to people regardless if they are in lockstep with you or not, and you don't know how to navigate. It's like, the thing about it is, this is how it's playing out for women in these younger generations, not knowing how to navigate people and being socially awkward. See, nobody talks about the fact that social media has made everybody socially awkward, including the women. The women are also awkward. The women also don't know how to approach certain situations. They don't know what to think about certain topics. They don't know how to respond. And so they're responding in the way that the media tell them that they should respond. They're hook, line, and sinker into what's politically correct and things of that nature. So you're only a good person if you think this about this thing, and if you have this opinion about this thing, and if you know what I'm saying, you're only a good person if you're a Democrat, or if you're liberal, or if you support the rainbow community. You're only a good person if you know, that type of thing. And so they fail into all of it. The same mindset that's keeping them from becoming wife material is the same mindset that keeps them limited everywhere else. The inability to critically think, to think outside of the box, to have another set of thoughts that don't go along with a particular script. That's really the crux of it. So it's bigger than they don't know how to be wives, or they don't know how to be, good women to men. And a lot of these women don't know how to be people. They don't even really know how to be people. Forget how to be humans. And what I mean by that is they are interacting through the screen so much, and they're interacting and absorbing all of these different messages so much without the ability or wherewithal to critically think about it, that they just absorbing information and then regurgitating or acting on it without much clear thought. And so when they encounter something that requires that of them, this is foreign. This is foreign. Because nobody in these younger generations are carrying human interaction the way we did. Gen Xers and older millennials. The rest of them, they don't know how to interact with people. They don't understand the psychology of human beings. They're interacting in the real world with people, expecting the same reactions and responses as they do when they're on social media commenting on posts and things of that nature, and it don't work like that. And then they get surprised that those approaches don't work in reality. That's where a lot of this is coming from, particularly for females, because they believe this stuff that women are, this and that, and women can behave a certain way, when in reality, the world does not accept that. The world doesn't accept this super entitled, super selfish / victimhood / you know what I'm saying? Like, the world doesn't accept it. And women are getting consequences for it and not connecting those dots, which keeps them in a situation of receiving consequences for it. And no matter how many times we connect the dots for them, they don't critically think. It doesn't go along with a narrative or a script, so they don't know how to feel about it. They just reject it out of hand. Or it doesn't go along with the script I got in my head, then it can't be right. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, the Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.